Leipzig, the city that has more bridges than Venice. You're surprised, right? I was also very surprised when I heard this, but it's actually true. Leipzig has 457 bridges while Venice has only 400. I spent 48 hours in Leipzig and I must say the city left an impression on my mind. Many say that Leipzig is the up-and-coming Berlin, so of course I had to go and see for myself. Leipzig is over 190 kilometers from Berlin and takes 2 hours and 13 minutes by driving and 1 hour 13 minutes by train. By walking, it will take you 33 hours. For the overachievers watching this video, maybe walking is an option. I took the train from Berlin to Leipzig, of course, and it cost 20 euros one way.
Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited today because in this video I will be showing you guys what to do in Leipzig. I'm going to be spending the next 48 hours in Leipzig and I'll be showing you guys the absolute must do things in Leipzig. If you watched this video here, I'm going to link it here or here somewhere on the screen. I mentioned that Leipzig is one of the cheapest cities to live in Germany, and today I'm here in Leipzig to explore the city, feel the vibe, compare it to Berlin as usual, and just have a good time in the next 48 hours. But before we get into it, you guys know how it is. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Join the family, it's free. Subscribe, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that the YouTube gods know that you guys love this video, and it's a way to also support me as well. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you can follow me. It's at Walio Chronicles, and I'm doing the most on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok as well, but I don't know what I'm doing there. So you can follow me on Instagram, follow me on TikTok, and with all that preamble, let's start exploring.
The first thing you should do when you arrive in Leipzig is to take a free walking tour of Leipzig. I always do this in any new city to get familiarized with the major landmarks and to get a dose of history lesson. It also helps to get a better orientation to start your exploration. You can book a walking tour at freewalkingtour.com. That's the website where I booked the walking tour. And they have walking tours in German, in English, and in Spanish. This is not sponsored, but I would highly recommend the store. The guide was really good and made Leipzig come alive with so many stories and so many background information that I had absolutely no idea about. The tour lasted for 2.5 hours, and by the time we were finished, I was starving. A trip to Leipzig is not complete without a stop at the Schleich. To get there, you have to take the tram line 2 and 15. The trip takes about 25 minutes and costs 2.60 euros. But lucky for me, the hotel I stayed in gave a free public transportation ticket for 48 hours that I was in Leipzig. The Schleich is a monument that was built to commemorate Napoleon's defeat in Leipzig. It took a whole 15 years to build this thing. Can I just say that the video here cannot capture how grand and impressive this monument is. It's also possible to go inside the monument and the entrance fee is 8 euros. But for me, admiring it from the outside was already enough.
So you guys, this monument is so much more. Like the internet videos, all the pictures I saw on the internet did not give me an idea of how beautiful this monument is. And like it's stunning. Like I was just like so impressed when I saw it. You know, like when you read about something and you see pictures online, and then when you get there it's like not as impressive as you saw it online. But this is even much more impressive than I saw online. And the name of this place, you guys, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because I just murdered the name right now in the previous clip I made about here.
To get a wonderful view of the city of Leipzig, you must stop by at the Panorama Tower. This tower has 36 floors and you can go to the observation deck at the very rooftop for a magnificent view of Leipzig.
So we just got to the top of the 31st floor of the Panorama Tower, and I have to say it's absolutely worth every single euro, because we paid €4 to come up here per person, €4 per person, and it was worth every euro because the view from here is absolutely exceptional, and it's the tallest building in the whole of Leipzig, so you can really get a panoramic view like the name implies. It's simply amazing. That's the train station from the very top, and it extends all the way back there. It's supposed to be the biggest train station in Europe by square space or floor space. Very massive.
Make sure you go at sunset so that you can get the most wonderful sunset view of Leipzig. One fun fact about Leipzig is that despite the fact that it's a cosmopolitan city, it is actually very, very green. There are lots of parks and lakes in the city. Remember that it even has more bridges than Venice, so if you can't afford a Venice holiday, you know where to go. Next thing to do is to stop by the Ratskeller for a nice authentic German or Saxonian lunch if you want to put it bougie like that. Fun fact, there is also a local brewery at this location and you absolutely should try some local beer.
So the Leipziger originally brewed Leipzig beer is here, and I'm gonna try it for you guys, even though I detest beer. Actually, honestly, this is actually nice. It's like not super, it's very light. Like, it's very light, and I don't know, my experience with beer is always that it's bitter, and this one is not bitter at all. It's actually quite nice and light and a bit like zaftig, like juicy, like fruity, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's a bit fruity for me.
Another thing you absolutely have to do while in Leipzig is just walk around the old town and get lost and found. That's one of my favorite things to do in any new city. You can start your walk at the Old Town Square. Did you know that this used to be the location for public executions back in the day? Ugh, gruesome.
So it's the second day here in Leipzig, and it's a Sunday and everywhere is so calm and nice. I really like the vibe. It's really, like, compared to Berlin, the vibe in Leipzig is very much more relaxing, much more calming, and of course that's understandable because Leipzig has just 600,000 or over 600,000 people, and Berlin is like almost 4 million people, so that's quite understandable. And one interesting thing here in Leipzig that I noticed is, thankfully, people don't stare at you when you're like brown or black or whatever, a person of color. They don't stare at you, but once you whip out a camera, everybody starts staring at you. I don't know why. I don't know if it's a camera thing or what. Like, once I just whip out the camera, you see people start looking at me. I'm gonna insert some clips in this video, like when I was filming myself, like somebody looking at me stylishly without realizing, like, I can see them looking. Anyway, let's go have brunch. I'm starving.
No trip to a German city is complete without a Kaffee und Kuchen break, aka coffee and cake. Stop by at the Ricket Cafe for some delicious German pastry. It supposedly has one of the best in Leipzig. But since I'm not such a sweet tooth, I decided to have a power breakfast instead for all the long walking I was planning to do. Leipzig Old Town also has many passageways, one of which is the Madla Passage. Take a walk around the different passages for some retail and food therapy. This arcade is 140 meters long and it is one of the main attractions in Leipzig. Make a stop at the University of Leipzig. Why is it so special? Isn't it just another university? Well, first of all, not only does the building look gorgeous and modern, it is actually one of the oldest universities in the whole world, and the second oldest in Germany, as a matter of fact. And guess who also studied here way back in the day? Yep, you guessed right, our very own Mutti, Angela Merkel. Love her!
So this beautiful place is called the Spinnerei, and I don't know why I didn't think about this, but it's closed on a Sunday. Everything is closed on a Sunday. We should have come here yesterday actually, but it's an absolute must visit. There used to be like a cotton factory before, and now it's like a culture center for culture and art. They have many like cafes, art galleries and all that kind of stuff. So if you're into art and culture, and they have theaters for performing art, so if that's your cup of tea, then this is an absolute must visit in Leipzig. Although I didn't get the chance to see everything I would have loved to see because it's Sunday and it's Germany and everything is closed on Sunday. So now let's go to the next location here.
The next location was Kunstkraftwerk, and there was a very lovely art show going on that day, and the entrance ticket was 10 euros. But of course we could not film during the performance. Don't ask me what I was doing here. I was trying to be creative. I have no idea. So guys, I forgot to close the vlog. We're now on our way back to Berlin, and this is the end of this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, and I hope you enjoyed seeing Leipzig as much as I did. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!